Hi, my name is Keith, and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and I'm amped up. It's a really good day because it's windy, and wind is one of my elements, so I'm really excited and happy, and my hair is probably going to be excited and happy to be flying around this video. Just ignore it. Today I'm talking, that's actually part of this video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the power of not caring. And I really pondered this. I talked to my angels about this. I really talked to friends about this is a superhuman ability that can really make or destroy things. This is an ability that people are not talking about, let alone not caring about. This has to be one of the most interesting, most powerful, good and evil tools ever. And I'm going to teach you guys how to utilize this, because this will change lives. This is how entrepreneurs are made. This is how serial killers are made. This is how people do the worst of things. This is how people do the best of things. The power to not care makes or breaks lives. This is a tool of light or it's a tool of dark, but it can go 50-50. And I really pondered this because the biggest problem in the world is people don't care. People don't care at all. But the most powerful thing in the world is when also people don't care. What do I mean by this? Get to the point, Stone Man. I'm going to get to the point. So, when someone... I'm going to talk about light before I talk about the dark. But, actually, I'm going to talk about the dark before light because... save the best for last. But, when people don't care about something, it helps them achieve something. And that may be... And you wonder why I do videos in my car. Someone's trying to interrupt my video. But... I just don't care. Okay, now I'm gonna get straight to the point because this is a really good point. And you notice how I just I'm not gonna pay that much light or attention, but when someone doesn't, because there's a lot of people, I have to say this right now, there's a lot of people in Fort Lauderdale right now, and there's just people everywhere and anywhere, because Fort Lauderdale is filling up. When it comes to, that wasn't the person from earlier, but when it comes to not caring, how many times have you known maybe you care about someone so much to the point where you don't care what's in the way to help them? You do whatever is needed to get that done. Whatever is needed to help that person, you will do absolutely anything to help them just because you don't care. Just because you'll do absolutely everything and anything and nothing will stop you because you're literally an unstoppable force. The power to not care can be used for ultimate good. When it comes to certain people that I've helped, I just didn't care what was in the way of helping certain people who are impossible to help, but it really changed their lives. I'm not going into anything specific there. For the people who know me, you know what I'm talking about. But I don't care what's in the way. I don't care how many enemies someone has when it comes to helping them. I don't care what sacrifice someone did on what animal. I don't care. I'm going to help that person because if it's good, if it's of God, then it's good. If that person's a godly person and they're moving themselves to the highest, best purpose that person's on, I'm going to help that person because I care enough. Well, I don't care enough about what's in the way to care about that person. Now, and yes, this is a topic I get amped on. I'm like, oh, because I ponder this. I'm just like, so this is a weapon of light or dark, and let's use it for a weapon of light. Now, this can be used for really, really bad as well. So many serial killers, so many, I'm not gonna name them. I'm actually not gonna name them. I'm not gonna give their names light. But for example, someone that everyone knows, just everyone knows this because it's just already a giant event. Hitler, for example, just didn't care. He didn't care about certain things. This may be a good or bad example, but he didn't care about all the lives that he hurt. Now, this is an example of extreme bad. Another example of extreme bad is people who cheat in relationships. There are people who cross certain lines in relationships and they just don't care. And that's a problem. Because that person doesn't care about the line that they crossed, leading them to cheat. Now, there's a different on the light side because some of the most grim things in the entire world is just because someone doesn't care. The darkest things in the entire world, people will do the worst of rituals of black magic because they don't care about the consequences upon themselves. Why are they going to care about the consequences on someone else? That's why when it goes back to them and it hits them and it disables them from doing that, that they learn and become a better person. So I vouch for you guys to send it back. But this is such a powerful ability. The ability to not care to help yourself, and especially for entrepreneurship. Like, and some of the top entrepreneurs that I've talked to, and the world's top entrepreneurs ever, the way they got to where they're at is because they didn't care about losing. They didn't care. They flat out did not care. And even when I started my business, when I started working with crystals, because I started my business way after I worked with crystals. When I started working with crystals, I just knew for a fact I had to do this all or nothing. Because I can't have to anything. I'm the Florida Stone Man. I have to go all the way. I have to go all the way when I do something. I'm very extreme when I do things. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this all the way. I'm not gonna do anything. So when it came to that, I wore crystals and I felt them helping me. And I felt them I felt real change. I felt them change my lives. I felt them change my energy. They changed my vibration. They helped change my thinking processes. They helped me help other people. They helped me end the spiritual battles, end spiritual wars. They've helped me do so much. God made the crystals. We use the crystals because he put his essence, his energy, and his life force in these, which people in the YouTube shorts call rocks. They're just rocks. Well, those people couldn't tell a rock from a diamond apart. So certain people, and that's even said in the Bible too, don't cast your pearls before swine. People who don't appreciate help, don't give them your help. If someone likes to be miserable and fight help, let them fight the help, because they'll learn it's like that doesn't best serve them on their own. That person doesn't care. But they will when you don't enable that. That's a really good example. Wow. Good job, Stone Man. Same thing with me from earlier. I didn't care. I'm still doing this video. This video is gonna get into the lives of many, but this is actually why people are losing as well. So when people are just noticing nothing but loss in their life, it's because they care so much about the loss that they don't place the attention on their wins. You might get 100 losses, but that one win is all that matters. Sometimes, because even with entrepreneurs, you might talk to 100 people, 100 different establishments that you'll walk into and be like, hey, I would like to release my clothing line in your establishment. And like, yeah, your clothing line's whack. And you might have a really good clothing line, but it doesn't conform to what they've seen before. You talk to the one person, you're going to talk to 100 people, but you just don't care about the losses. This is how entrepreneurs make it. And then once they make it, everyone cares about how they made it so much to the point where they're getting copied. And it doesn't matter, because the entrepreneur doesn't care what they think are copy, because they can't copy someone who's already registered it as first. So someone who's already claimed it as first energetically, spiritually, physically, emotionally, etc. So even with crystals, I remember back then, I was around certain people, and the more crystals I began to wear, the more it offended people. It's funny how when you wear a crystal for protection, the people around you who they're actually getting protected from don't like the crystals. Like, take that. And you've seen that with people with evil eye charms. Like, that evil eye charms. People say that's witchcraft. Yeah, is that the same person? What the? I don't care, because I'm gonna finish this video. People will be like, oh, that's witchcraft. Take that evil eye charm off. That thing's ugly. Or like, that thing's no good. Take the evil eye out. You've seen people like that. Some people will flat out get offended at evil eye charms. When it comes to evil eye charms, wear the evil eye charms, because it's protecting you against that person that you don't. That person should be kept away. If you ever notice, with a crystal such as black tourmaline, when you put that crystal on, especially when you get it from FloridaStoneman.com, authentic tourmaline that actually works, and it's blessed with the help of my angels. But when you put that tourmaline on, watch how irked and offended people get who've had some kind of shade towards you, but have not said it to your face. People might have had an opinion about you, or opinion about that business you want to get up and running, that opinion, but the tourmaline helps defend your energy, so you don't have to care what they think. So their energy is not getting in, so you focus on yourself. The best entrepreneurs are made by not caring about their losses. But people are so focused on caring about their losses, and it doesn't best serve them. To care is good, but to care about the wrong things is horrible. Some people have not moved on from a relationship from 10 years ago because they care too much about how someone treated them at the time versus qualities that person. That person could have treated them like a pile of garbage, and that person cared about the nice things. There might have been 10 nice things that person did, but you don't not care about. I mean, the person that doesn't care about the 100 things, the horrible things that they've done, we get the chicken poos, pick and choose. I'm having fun doing this video. I'm actually being aware of my surroundings because people try to sneak up in the videos like, hi. And I'm like, no, you're not the Florida Stone, man. Get out of the video. But chicken poos. Pick and choose. I'm just pondering what I just said for a second, but back to this topic. When you are doing you, people will care the most because they're not in your shoes and they're not as happy as you. If you, for one day, just choose happiness, and happiness can be chosen. Happiness is a choice. Most of the time, happiness is a choice. Are you gonna choose to sit at home and be like, I'm gonna focus on this and I'm gonna focus on this? Are you gonna choose to fight it? Be like, I don't care what emotions are in my face. I'm gonna fight these emotions. I don't care. I'm a warrior. The people who succumb are the people who have given up. People who have cared so much about their losses versus cared about their winnings. You stop caring about just the face of adversity and be like, okay, I ask God for help. Most importantly, you have to ask God for help. You're not doing this on your own. If you think you're doing this on your own, you're gonna do it on your own until you learn. Oh, the tides just picked up, but this message is powerful to get some of you out of the habit of caring about people, because some of you will care so much about people who don't care about you doing well, but they'll care about you starting your small business. When you do well, after you stop caring about what that person thinks, is when you achieve so much success. So, man, why are you yelling? Because I'm passionate. I'm fired up. This is an amazing point to discover. This is powerful. This is so powerful. This is a tool of light or dark, but when you use this tool for light, it's powerful. When you don't care about helping someone. I don't care what's in the way about helping this person because I'm going to help them. I'm so passionate and so fiery. When you stop caring about what people think about you, you get your business started up. You start the projects, maybe your art projects, maybe your, some of you like doing makeup, some of you like doing hair, some of you like doing nails, some of you like maybe construction. Whatever makes you happy. Don't care about what other people do to the point where they're going to see you not caring about what they think, and they're going to have two options. They're going to, one main option. They're just going to accept it or fight it. Well, when they fight it is when you remove them. So they're going to fight it with their energy, like, yeah, I don't like what you're doing. Well, bye. Bye. Hasta luego. Bye. Or you can, when you remove those kind of people who care so much about what you're doing, but those people, they don't have anything going for themselves, when you remove them, God puts some amazing people in your life. God will put some amazing people in your life. Care about what matters, and don't care about what matters as well. I'm going to use an example. For example, some of the most, breathtaking entrepreneurs, some of the world's most breathtaking entrepreneurs, including one of my mentors who is now passed, he's like, Stone Man, don't give up. Whatever you do, and this is way back then, before I even actually officially launched my business, it's like, keep doing what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. You're going to face maybe 100 losses. You probably won't face 100 losses, but it's about losing till you win. Because when you win, most of the time you don't remember losses anyway. The thing about being a healer and helping people is that when I help people to a certain point where they're so elevated, they don't remember their suffering, like the details of their sufferings. They remember it happened, but they're not in the details of it because they don't care about it anymore. They move past it. They actually use it to make them stronger, but They're not going to focus on the suffering because that can call suffering back. I'm going to give you an example. If you care so much about I've seen this happen. This is just another example. If you care so much about a house being haunted and you move out of that house into a new house, you still keep talking about the house that was haunted, your current house will be haunted because you cared so much about the thing haunting your house that it moved in with you. There'll just be an example in your lives. For the people who don't care about you, don't care about them either. Like, oh, this person doesn't care. Who cares? Who cares? It's in the way of your success. Who cares? That's a good question. Who cares? Just the energy of caring and not caring. Because you guys can care about the wrong things and it will hurt you. It will hurt you. But when you don't care about the right things, it'll help you. People who have something to say or think about you, or just you don't start that hair salon. That's people will say, oh, there's other people doing that. You shouldn't do that. Well, the person telling you, are they in a position to tell you? Is their opinion of value? No, unless you give it value. And then at that point, that person's not giving you anything but an opinion about what you shouldn't do. Guys, the energy of not caring, and some people might be kind of like, well, am I supposed to care? Like, if you don't get the message of this video, ponder the energies of caring. Because some people just don't get the message the first time I say it. Like, some people just don't get it. I understand it because some people take a little more time to absorb it. You might have to watch this. Some people might have to watch this information more than once. But here's an easier example. Ask yourself, what do I care about right now that's not best serving me? So I'm going to use a video game as an example. Just a random example as a video game. So if you're in a video game and you have 10 losses, but you care so much about losses that you're yelling and screaming and punching things, versus you caring about that one win actually turns about into 2 wins and 3 wins and 4 wins, 5 wins and 6 wins. And now, before you know it, you're doing nothing but winning with a loss here and there, and it doesn't really matter, but you're caring about winning now and you don't care about losing because you're not losing anymore. But where you focus on is where you're headed. When I was in college, I rode horses. The one thing that they taught us when we ride horses is look where you're heading. If you look and care about the ground, you're going to end up on the ground. And there's people who were riding horses with me who cared about looking at the ground. That's where they ended up. They fell off the horse. I'm not laughing about that, but we got warned before that happened. And I'm like, okay. I'm like looking up, forcing myself to look up. Don't look at the ground. Especially when the horse started cantered and starts moving very quickly. I'm like, don't look at the ground, Stoneman. But, Florida Stoneman on a horse. It's been I don't know how, like, the gemstones don't weigh that much, so I might do a video on a horse sometime, but I'm gonna have to do that now. That's a goal. Make goals for yourself, guys. Ride a horse. If that makes you happy, then go ahead, but do things that make you happy. But the point is, if you look at the ground, you're gonna head into the ground. If you look above to the horizons, the roads ahead of you, you're gonna end up down the road because that horse is quick. Life is a horse. Life is a horse, and you're on that horse. Are you looking at the down at the ground? Or are you looking up at the end of the road where you're going to be? Either way, wherever you look is where you're headed. Don't care about the ground because you'll end up on the ground if you're riding a horse, for example, which life is the horse in this example. Or you can care, and you can care about the end of the road because that's where you're going to end up when you're on that horse, because that horse doesn't care because it's walking straight. It's going to go. It's really, really, really scary to ponder the energies of caring or not caring. But once you use this to your advantage, it becomes the world's most powerful ability ever. Use this with good, guys. This is really... To not care about something makes the worst of people, or it can make the best of people because it can actually help people. Help people. When it comes to helping someone, don't care about what's in the way because you're going to fight no matter what. Or if you care about what's in the way so much to the point where you're not getting the help you deserve, or helping someone to the point where they deserve, then it works against you. The energies of not caring is literally the powers of light and dark. So there's so many endless examples. Whew. Eve cared about what the snake said. that's just one example, and look where that led us. There's just so much to ponder with this example. Guys, I would like you to come up with own examples in your life. And be like, wait, I care about this because, wait, why do I care about this? This is not helping me. I don't care about what's not helping me, or what's not helping me get to my highest potential. You guys have, and like I said, for the people who have not started their businesses, who message me, some of you still care. You care more about what other people think, and you don't care about starting your business to the point where it should be the other way around. Don't care about what other people think and start your business. It leads to success. It leads to the strongest entrepreneurs. Don't care about your losses because you know you're going to win. If you have any questions, guys, this is really an amazing topic. I could talk about this for 30 minutes. Ask them in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.